That's it. That's the intro. What is up, guys? Butter something. Have not done an information video in a while, but Battlestate Games did a Tarkov TV live today, the 26th of March, 2021. And there was some information, but also not a lot of information. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down. All right. So first of all, they do say that the patch with some of these, and we do have patch notes and we'll go over those as well, with some of these things will be released next week. I believe this weapon, which is the PL-15, will be released next week. They say early to mid next week. That's if it comes out. We know how it is with BSG. It doesn't guarantee anything, even when they say it's going to happen. You know, soon TM, that's just kind of how it is. And then they also talked about the Stm-9 Gen 2, which is the 9x19 kind of assault carbine, which uses Glock mags. Pretty friggin' sick. Probably going to be the same thing as like the MP9 or the SIG, I believe it is. I don't really use it, or like the MPX or anything like that. I don't really use any of those smaller caliber weapons. That's just me. Again, patch notes are already out, so we're going to go over those as well. Whole bunch of new stuff in there. Let's see, anything that they mentioned. Just, I want to get kind of anything that they mentioned out of the way that's not really in the patch notes. They have new found in raid only melees, and they talk about those. I believe it's around here somewhere. Yep, so that's a found in raid melee that we're going to get. And then they have a ratchet, and then they have this takedown bag. I mean, all this stuff is pretty crazy, honestly. So for me, it's like, wow, a lot of stuff. What else? Oh, sorry. Excuse me. They have like new heals and AFAC. We don't know what the real difference is with the AFAC. I don't believe. Oh, we did. Right here. So it looks like, oh, this one will stop heavy bleeds, but it uses 170. So that's a lot. That's a lot. What else? They're having streamer mode come in 12.11. The Scar L and H, apparently we're getting both variants, unless he messed up the time window there. What else? We're going to have Twitch Rivals in the springtime, as well as drops. And then they showed over back here, somewhere near the end. Let me see if I can find where they were showing leaks. Let's see if we can just do 2x speed. Where are leaks? So they talk about streets, and there's information on streets, and I have a whole bunch of other screenshots. Oh yeah, cool. So they kind of go through the screenshots as well, but that's actually going to be, apparently streets is going to be released after the factory expansion, as well as the lighthouse map. Apparently that's at least what we're being told. Now, I don't know if that's a fact, and we will definitely slowly go through these as well if you guys want to see those, and I'll put those a little bit later in the video. Then if they went right there, here should be, there's the end game. Okay, there's gotta be, where it is, somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so this is a new shotgun. We don't know when this is coming. We believe it's going to be in 12.11, but we don't know. But it has a thermal on the front, apparently, and there should be like a little screen right here. So it's kind of like, he said, the Doom gun. I would more or less probably compare something like this to the Halo sniper, where it has that thermal screen that you can see before you aim in. So I think that'll be pretty cool. That's just me. They didn't really go into a lot of anything on this one. It was mostly just patch notes and just gear that they're gonna be bringing. Someone asked, if you bring any gear into arena, will you lose it? In fact, you do. You do lose that. Obviously, you can insure it, but you know, anything you bring in to Arena is going to be lost if they take it. They don't know what they're really going to do with the Bitcoin farm right now. They're trying to make the market more realistic. That's one thing that he mentioned. So he wants, you know, shortages, so on and so forth. So the market is kind of realistic and kind of has that different feel to it. And forgive me, all this is kind of all over the place. I'm just getting all this stuff that is not in the patch notes out of the way right now. Getting more servers, obviously. And then they also talked about the Scav Karma system, and apparently you'll have a rep with fence for your Scav, and that'll kind of dictate what your Scav gets for its next Scav run. So we will see how that works out. We don't know how exactly that's going to work, but we do know that killing other Scavs and so on and so forth will lower that rep for you when you are a Scav run. What is it? I mean, they want to do VoIP in 2021, and then they're working on shoulder swap. So instead of holding your rifle over here, you'd hold it over here, so on and so forth. Obviously, you'd switch hands, but you get the gist of it. And then they also talked about PS5 exclusive. They were like, if you know any high up Sony execs, let us know. We'll make it exclusive. Lol. And yeah, good meme. But they also released patch notes for the hopefully update next week. New voices, new clothing, whatever. But all of this new chest rigs, GP7 gas masks, will have new ways to get filters, army caps. There's not an insane amount of stuff. They did talk about the emergency water ration. So I'm wondering if this will be something that's more like a camel pack that you can kind of hold with you, or as a separate slot or something along those lines. Because when we're looking at his inventory, somewhere around here in the, oh my Jesus, I hate this. Okay, when we're looking at, oh, please just let me see his inventory. Thank you. We don't really see anything past this long backpack, which is a takedown backpack, which is a 3x8, I believe it is. And that thing is insane. They also have thermite. I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to open doors that have not been opened before with that, but we will see. What else? So yeah, that new AFK hemostatic tourniquet. They have new 7.62 AP rounds and 5.56 AP rounds, and then they're also adding a 5.56 hollow point round. What else? New gun parts. And that new Stm-9 pistol caliber carbine will have additional M4 parts that are going to be able to be put on the AR-15 system. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah. Fence offers are no longer displayed in the flea market. They're reducing the rain sounds, which is massive. Steam audio is also coming back. So we'll see how that goes. The loot's no longer highlighted. Oh, thermal imaging renders it. Loot's no longer highlighted. New system will allow further dynamic temperature changes, heating and cooling. Oh, this is big. This is big. I'll do a video on that for sure. And then high volume breathing for bear and USEC voices. Hideout management. Just a whole bunch of stuff. You guys can look at these on the forums and really go through it, but these are just kind of the big things. Changes to shader system. Eliminates some of the freezing and micro stutters that are caused by shaders at the beginning of raid, during combat contact, during visual effects. Cool. I mean, I think for the most part, this is just going to be a whole bunch of fixes. We're not really getting a lot of new stuff, which is fine. But I don't believe that we're probably going to get streets this year. Heck, we might only even get a factory expansion this year, honestly. but that is just me. We will obviously see what happens with that. Here are the live whip screenshots, the work in progress screenshots for streets, I believe. So it looks like we're gonna have probably a hospital, so that'll be a good place to get meds. We have a Goshan Mini, which is pretty dope. I think that's pretty cool. We have like a big, huge kind of open, this what kind of looks like the main road that we would be walking down and walking behind. And this looks like the very first building that we ever went in that very first trailer. That Goshan Mini again. There's another farther back Goshan Mini. This looks to be, yep, this right here is, why did that highlight? Is like right here. So that's what that is. Why? Oh, it opened it. So that's like right here, which is this. So it's pretty cool. We still, I mean, we can see this building technically from customs. Looks like they have a daycare center, and really looks like a lot of people just left in a hurry. Garage area. So again, I've said it once, I'll say it again. This map is going to be massively vertical, so should be cool. Looks like we are going to have a night cycle for this map as well, which will make this game, you know, really interesting. When you're walking in these hallways, you got to take that night vision off. But overall, this is looking like a very, very interesting map, to say the least, and I'm very excited for what is to come with Streets of Tarkov. We do see the other side of this in the, oh, looks like we're going to have an Ollie Mini as well. You can see the green line here. Kind of hard to probably see in the video, but if you look at these on their forums, you'll be able to see that. But we have seen the other side of this building. We know that you might be able to climb up here or something like that for the crane sniping, which would be pretty cool. And I believe we've seen the inside of this building, which is that main building that we saw in the very first trailer. Looks like maybe there's a jail or something here. I don't really know, because obviously this looks kind of like a parking garage warehouse area, but with this barbed wire and this building, kind of looks like the United States, like just, you know, jail houses for the most part, or like prisons. And I don't know if we're really going to be able to go in this downtown area. We don't know yet, but obviously we know that this probably isn't coming in 2021. This right here kind of looks like the dealership or like the news area that you get in the second trailer, right when you start off to the left in the second trailer. And I have that, you know, I have a video of that. To the left, there is like a news / like car dealership looking area. And I believe that's where that is. And this looks like maybe the drop down to, wow, why does it do that? Okay, so right here. So this looks like it probably is a drop down. Yeah, probably, most likely. So these are all just works in progress. This is stuff that they're still working on. Nothing is, you know, obviously set in stone, but they are definitely getting a lot farther than they kind of lead on. I feel like this is like really, really thought out and pretty much done, honestly. But we haven't really seen any other buildings that they're working on as well. So, and I'll probably do a breakdown of all these in a separate video, but that's it. I mean, they didn't really talk about a lot today. It was just more patch notes and just like information on what they're hoping to do. And then they answered some questions about, you know, the community, which I've already kind of gone through all the important stuff. But that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to get this video up as quickly as possible for you guys. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.